Hey everyone, welcome back to Ancestry Lands. Today we're tackling one of the big questions for anyone with a tight space and big homesteading dreams. Where the heck do I store all this stuff? You know that feeling when you've spent all day in the garden, the sun's setting, you're sweaty and tired but oh so proud of your harvest. Then you realize you have nowhere to put it? Are you worried your home can't support your self-sufficiency goals? Are tomatoes piling up on the counter? Or maybe you've got potatoes multiplying like rabbits in a small basket? Don't panic just yet. This isn't a cooking show gone wrong. It's actually a chance to flex those creative muscles and transform every nook and cranny of your home into your very own mini-pantry paradise. We're talking vertical storage, under-the-stairs hideaways, and maybe even a secret compartment or two. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. So grab your mason jars, a roll of that cute gingham liner, and let's get organizing. Let's start by thinking up. Floor space might be limited, but walls, they're begging for a starring role in your food storage journey. Think about it, those empty walls are prime real estate for shelving. And not just any old shelves, we're talking rustic, reclaimed wood shelves or sleek modern metal ones for an industrial vibe. Use these shelves for jars of preserved fruits and veggies, heirloom seeds, or baskets of onions and garlic. Add hooks underneath for mugs, measuring cups or small pots. Already have photos and vintage finds? Add small shelves around existing artwork or use wall-mounted baskets for storage. Maximize space without cluttering. Next up, foods that don't need refrigeration. Look, your fridge is prime real estate too, but there are plenty of foods that can last months or even years without it. We're talking about the power of dry goods, folks. Think about those staples you always have on hand: rice, beans, lentils, oats. These pantry heroes can last for ages in airtight containers, and they're the foundation of countless delicious and nutritious meals. Plus, they're budget-friendly, which is always a win in my book. Then you've got your canned goods. Tomatoes, beans, fish, fruit, you name it, it probably comes in a can. These are lifesavers for busy weeknights or when you're running low on fresh produce. And don't forget about dried goods like pasta, herbs and spices. Remember, organization doesn't have to be boring. Infuse your personality into it. Make it beautiful. Make it you. You know who your best friend is in a small space? Stackable storage bins. They're like Tetris pieces, but filled with rice and beans instead of shapes. Seriously, these things are a game changer. Head down to your local home improvement store or browse online and you'll find them in all shapes, sizes and materials. Clear plastic bins are great for easy visibility, while woven baskets add a touch of rustic charm. And don't forget about wire baskets. They're perfect for root vegetables that need a little air circulation. Now, here's the key to successful stacking. Start with the heaviest items on the bottom and work your way up. So, those big bags of flour and sugar, they go on the bottom shelf. Then maybe your beans and lentils, and on the very top shelf, those lighter items like pasta and rice. Now, let's talk ceiling space. Hanging baskets are your secret weapon here. They're not just for ferns and spider plants anymore. Picture this. A cluster of woven baskets hanging from your kitchen ceiling, filled with onions, garlic, or even those beautiful heirloom tomatoes. This frees up precious counter space and adds a touch of rustic charm. It's like bringing a bit of the outdoors inside. Who doesn't love a little extra whimsy? Ensure your baskets are securely fastened to the ceiling joists and choose sturdy materials. You don't want a basket crashing down on your head. Think about the overall aesthetic. If you love that farmhouse look, opt for natural materials like wicker or metal. Here's one for the hardcore homesteaders, an Amish-style non-electric fridge. Yes, it's a thing, and it's way cooler than it sounds. Imagine a world without the constant hum of your refrigerator, where you rely on the power of nature to keep your food fresh. Sounds pretty amazing, right? Now I know what you're thinking, Joanna. I love the idea, but I'm not ready to give up my electricity just yet, and that's okay. An Amish-style fridge, or cooler as it's sometimes called, can be a great addition to any homestead, even if you're not completely off-grid. It's perfect for storing those extra fruits and vegetables from your garden, preserving your homemade jams and jellies, or even keeping your drinks cold without running up your electric bill. Plus, it's a great conversation starter. Just imagine the look on your friends' faces when they ask for a cold drink and you point them towards your non-electric fridge. All right, who's ready to get sneaky? Cue the spy music. You'd be amazed at how much you can squirrel away under your furniture. Think about it. Beds, sofas, coffee tables, they all have that unused space just begging for a purpose. Now, I'm not suggesting you start shoving potatoes under your sofa cushions, but with a little creativity, you can transform that underutilized space into a discreet and surprisingly spacious storage solution. One of my favorite tricks is to use shallow rolling bins under beds. They're perfect for storing off-season clothing, extra blankets, or even those bulkier pantry items like bags of flour or sugar. And because they roll, accessing them is a breeze. Another option is to invest in furniture with built-in storage. Next, let's talk doors. You know those spice racks you see on Pinterest? I put those on the inside of my pantry doors. Game changer. They're perfect for holding all those little jars and bottles that tend to get lost on shelves. Plus, it frees up so much space in the pantry itself. But don't stop at spice racks. Think about all the other things you could store on the backs of doors. Over-the-door shoe organizers are great for holding cleaning supplies, gardening tools, or even craft supplies. And those clear plastic pocket organizers, perfect for storing snacks, kids' school supplies, or even important documents. Another one of my favorite hacks is to use hooks on the backs of doors. Now, don't ignore that space above your doors. High shelves are fantastic for storing long-term supplies you don't need every day. Think bulk buys of toilet paper, extra jars of canned goods, or even those emergency supplies we all hope we'll never need. Now, I know what you're thinking, Joanna. I'm not tall enough to reach those shelves. And you're right, you probably won't be accessing these items on a daily basis, but that's okay. That's what step stools are for. Or if you're feeling really fancy, you could even invest in a rolling library ladder. Imagine how chic that would look in your pantry. Another tip, use clear labeled bins on these high shelves so you can easily see what's inside without having to pull everything down. And be strategic about what you store up there. When you're living in a small space, your furniture needs to pull double duty. Take this coffee table. It looks ordinary, but surprise. Hidden compartment. Perfect for stashing blankets, board games, or even those extra bags of flour and sugar. See, the key is to think outside the box, or in this case, inside the furniture. Don't just settle for a piece of furniture that looks good. Choose pieces that are both stylish and functional. Another one of my favorites is a storage ottoman. It's the perfect place to put your feet up after a long day, but it also doubles as a storage bin for blankets, pillows, or even off-season clothing. And if you're really short on space, you can even find ottomans that convert into beds for overnight guests. All right, now let me introduce you to the real MVP of small space storage vacuum sealed bags. These things are magic. You can store everything from seasonal clothes and bedding to those bulk bags of rice and beans, all while saving a ton of space. Here's how it works. You pack your items in the bag, attach your vacuum cleaner hose to the special valve, and suck out all the air. The bag shrinks down to a fraction of its original size, and you're left with a flat, compact package that's easy to store under the bed, in the back of the closet, or even on a high shelf. Now, I know what you're thinking. Joanna, will my clothes get wrinkled? And the answer is, it depends. For bulky items like sweaters and blankets, you'll probably want to fold them carefully before vacuum sealing to minimize wrinkles. But for things like t-shirts, jeans, or even towels, wrinkles shouldn't be a big issue. So there you have it, a homesteader's guide to sneaky food storage. Even in the smallest of spaces, you can store all you need by getting creative, staying organized, and yes, always labeling. Trust me, there's nothing worse than mixing up your chili powder with cinnamon. Remember, homesteading isn't about having a huge house or acres of land. It's about embracing a simpler way of life, connecting with your food, and making the most of what you have. If you enjoyed these tips, make sure to subscribe to Ancestry Lands for more like this. Thanks for watching and happy homesteading.
Have you ever wondered how some individuals amass wealth through vacant land investments? Here's your answer. We introduce the perfect solution: Getting Dollars from Dirt, a beginner's guide to vacant land investments, written by author Philip Davis Jr. and also owner of Ancestry Lands. Uncover tried-and-true strategies and expert advice to navigate vacant land investments, even as a novice. This book simplifies the process, offering practical steps toward financial independence. Learn to spot lucrative opportunities and boost your returns. Getting Dollars from Dirt equips you with the confidence and knowledge for wise investment decisions. Seize this incredible opportunity. Get your copy now and embark on your journey to wealth. Click the link below to order. Start building your fortune today.